what is thermal design and what is the purpose of thermal design. So when we are saying thermal design, the intention is that the heat exchanger should perform the heat duty, that is transfer heat between the hot and cold fluids to the extent that it is required to, or what we intend it to perform. And it should perform this duty within the pressure drop constraints which we have specified for the fluids. And also it should be free from both flow induced as well as acoustic vibrations, because vibrations can lead to failure, premature failure of the unit. So we want to avoid that. And it should also meet our other process considerations, like any equipment in industry is not always seeing the same steady flow parameters. The conditions at the start of the run or during startup are different. The conditions in normal operation are different. You can have different normal operating scenarios also, or upset conditions would be there. You'll also have different shutdown conditions. So your equipment should be performing in all those scenarios, performing as well as be safe for all those scenarios. So you should ensure that it meets all the other process considerations, and your design should follow good engineering practices. Like there are some rules of thumb, like maintaining good velocity for water on the water side, some similar things like that, so that you ensure that your design follows that. Now, apart from these 5 steps which we have listed here, there's one step which actually is a starting stage of the heat exchanger design. And that is your selecting the right TEMA type of heat exchanger, as well as allocating the fluid, which fluid to go into the shell side and which fluid to go into the tube side. Should I put my hot fluid on the tube side or hot fluid on the shell side? How do we decide that? That is a major criteria which we have to decide in the beginning of the design itself, because everything else is based on this decision.